took a while to solidify, but we've kind of gotten to the point where we know if the Orianna trade comes through, you want to pair it with a good ball carrier. Sometimes it's the Jarvan. Most of the time it's the Jarvan, but sometimes it's the Alistar. In this case, it's the Nocturne.
So a Batleth is actually a Klingon-style weapon, though, Wolf. I'm sorry to interrupt. So rude.
Yeah.
But it was. You were right.
I mean, that's what it said on the prompter. That's why I was like, G-Sun's the Klingon person.
Live long and prosper, Wolf.
Yeah.
And G-Sun. And
again,
great pulverize here from Peter, who does hit level 6, but he's looking a bit worse for wear as the stun is... Oh, that's first blood over to Jew. And now Doctorm is dead as well. Andil just throwing the stuns around like they're going out of fashion, and they'll be able to get a swift 2-0 in the bottom lane.
Well, the funny part about both of those exchanges was last time around, like, Jiu probably could have gotten the kill right, but he played conservatively, and then there was the whole funny, like, he didn't flash when they flashed late. Closer of the Nashor's Tooth is actually pretty massive to pick up, but not going to have it, sadly, for him in time to contest this dragon. And he does not have 3 grubs to utilize it with in the side lane, but it is going to be useful. So as he moves out of said mid lane, this is going to be first dragon very late in this game. Well, not very late for 26.1 standards, but slightly late.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of late dragons this season.
Oh, next one going to be a Kentek. So a lot of pretty good Drakes, but it will be an Ocean Soul this game because it's an Ocean Soul day. That's just how it goes.
Ionian boots are in style for a lot of mid laners.
Yep.
They have a lot of different flexibility. Feels like the way they changed tier 3 boots even makes like plated steel caps viable in AD carry matchups. As Pyosik is not alone here.
He is a level down. We've got a bit of a top laner fight as well as Dudu is trying to tunnel his way out. That's going to be a steal on the crab as well as Willa making his way in. The exhaust goes down and concussive blows should come through. Never mind. Pyosik able to make his way out as Closer has found Jiu trying to get in amongst this fight as now Yukao comes over and Pyosik is going to be able to make the Wolven exit. Oh, Shockwave to finish him off. And Yukao says goodnight to Pyosik there. Yukao up and available, and look at it. It is up and available. They will be starting up this dragon, though. That's going to be the first thing. Control vision in the pit. As Rich doing some battle here with Dudu, but you can see that the Rek'Sai is having a much better time at this stage of the game. Titanic Hydra in hand. And there is the dragon going down. It's a Mountain Soul. So finally, we are free of Ocean Prison. Not to invest the flash to try and take down Yukao here. Didn't want to go for the trade.
That's just free Herald, though. Like, Pyosik is sitting down there going, all right, let's see if they fall for our trap.
Yep.
Yukao is just simply way too experienced and has a good read on the situation. There's just a lot of vision top side as well. Like, well, I mean, if Pyosik is not here, then he must be doing something funky on the bottom side. Let's just slow play this, play defensively, and the Willer, as soon as they are able to suss this out, it's just like, all right, cool, thanks for the free Herald. They have gotten every single objective that the map has to offer. Trying to make sure it doesn't exist, you know? Like, perfect games, the perfect game doesn't exist.
They're going to kill Shelly, though, after she charges. And so that means it can't be a perfect game, right? Because that's Rift Herald. That's an objective.
No, it's a Rift Herald kill, you're right.
Oh, no. And yeah, so Doctorm is going to lock that one down. So no
Call me crazy, but I mean, I'm looking at Peter's ward score. Pyosik on the bottom side of the map, so this dragon should be safe, but they might get the turret, Atlas.
Oh no! Oh, that can't be it. There's a pulverize as Yukao gets the shockwave off. The stun does come on through, but Jiu makes his way over to save the perfect game. Peter doesn't have an unbreakable will this time around.
Get up there and save that turret.
Yeah, Closer is trying to... Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Yeah, the perfect game goes boom.
Oh, I cannot believe Yukao did not flash to save the turret.
Chastised them for giving up the perfect game. I think that was a really large portion of what went wrong there.
It doesn't feel like we're on perfect game pace because of the fact that this is not a game where it's like an 8,000 gold lead at 20 minutes. Like, that's usually when we're talking about perfect game. It's just been so calculated by DRX, though, this whole time.
Yeah, and it does mean that DNS aren't out of this just yet. Yes, we've been making perfect game jokes and things like that.
Yeah, but...
it is sole point, so that is a huge deal.
As it's really just Yukao and Andil kiting back when Jiu shows up and does extra damage. His Closer was too busy denying the perfect game to come down and help.
But he did a very good job denying it at that. I mean, that's what he's supposed to do as DNS. Don't give it to DRX for free like you did all of the dragons this game. Have that and play together with Jiu, and then you can win. So that's what they're going to go for here. As Andil is going to get knocked up. Jiu is there, though. He is certainly playing with Jiu. As in goes Willa. Finds the angle. Emperor's Divide, but he spell shields it absolutely beautifully. The shockwave comes in to take down Closer. And there is Pyosik hitting the deck as well. Doctom kiting pretty nicely, but he is the last man standing. And it will go down, but it's in trade for Dudu. Doctom does have the shield from the barrier, but unable to kill Jiu, who is still sitting at 300, and I think they will just walk over, take the Baron, and then 1 minute's time, it'll be Mountain Soul.
Instructions unclear, kind of play with Jiu and take Baron before Mountain Soul. That's what he said, right?
Yep.
Something like that. And that is going to be the Baron. Jungleless with the full wipe. And then they should be able to regroup and take the Mountain Soul. Work out. Tried his best, but ultimately does fall flat on his face. And now they can regroup, like I said, for the spawning Mountain Soul fight. Willer has his ultimate back at the ready. Ucal the same. 16 for both. The jungle advantage here is 2 levels for Willer.
Well, Wind becomes lightning. In he goes. Gershik does get exhausted as there's the Crescent Guard as well. Rich standing in that front line though, looking to try and cut down this Xin Zhao, and he will do so. The Shockwave was used on the air because it was just Byoshik's corpse that was in the area. But now there is no smite to try and contest this Mountain Soul. The rest of DNS realize they have to go in, but it's Rich that pulls the trigger first. Doctom tries to dash away, but there's a slice and a dice waiting for him as Closer with the Emperor's Divide is going to put some Sand Soldiers in the way, but the rest of his team are going to fall like paper, and DRX will get their prize and look for even more with a 3.3k Rebel Baron power play already.
Does this DRX roster kind of reminds me of old days, like slow, boring macro Gen G, where you're like, oh, they're just not fighting a lot, but they have a huge lead, and when they do fight, they pick the right targets, and they win the fight every time. There was going to be to do anything further, as Doctom has not done damage this game, which is not a surprise to anyone who's been watching it.
It's been quite difficult for him to be able to actually hit people, as Rich, highest level in the game, hitting level 18 already, looking for level 19, try and go even further beyond.
They just take only the fights that are favorable for them, or the pick angles that are favorable for them.
Not sure how that one works structurally, but look, we've gone into it before, and I don't think we've ever had the right answer.
It's very magical to have.
2 sticks equals a hat.
Yeah. Well, very, very magical.
All right, well, Jiu is looking for a little bit of an engage here. Does get headbutted, but there is the delivery into the backline. Willa is going to make Doctom very scared once again, and Peter, his will is going to be broken, ladies and gentlemen. I just think that that's what's going to happen. There's the dissonance to take him down, and DRX, oh man, they find a few stragglers, and DRX should be now able to break open this base and possibly take us to a game number 2.
Yeah, that's the kind of place you're in as Doctom where you're considering role swapping like Ghost. So you're like, oh no, this role. Closer.
Well, there's the flash as Jiu just stands there and is able to Valkyrie after him, finishes off that kill. Man, Jiu is having a much better year in 2026, you have to say it, as the inhibitor going to go down towards his bottom side. They're going to take this wave of minions, and they are going to careen towards the Nexus. And I can see Joker already celebrating in the coach's booth, as that was some textbook League of Legends from DRX as they take down the Nexus and go up 1-0 in the series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.